Da-da-da! Stay in tune, y'all. We got a count of 7 or better, man. Plus that gray area, man. I hope I got my 10, man. Stay in tune, man.
Last nigga who is smoking on the phone on a hoodie now. I'm down back to back. I think they want a treaty now. We ain't making peace. My brothers died for this shit. I've been chasing rolls.
Let's fuck with Jump Street Kennel, man. Y'all know what it is.
I gonna end up dying in this bitch. Try to jump my gate. You gonna end up dying on that leg. They say screwy eyes slide 762 in the switch. If I catch my favorite op, I'ma blow his ass a kiss. We was turning up on other ops. I was looking in the mix. In these streets, I play battle rules. Some shit can't be fixed. I'm so tired of that drill shit. All you do is this. You ain't never did a thing. Send no shots. If you did, your ass missed. Flip past the red, stole every rip. It ain't no slipping. We got rubber grips and all the Glock. Nigga, you be tripping. You be cherishing all the thoughts. EBO got boys, nigga. We got all the shots. Fuck what you heard, bitch. We up on all the ops. Fuck what you heard, bitch. We up on all the ops. I think it's time to bring the Drake out. You don't wanna be bully. Time to bring the bully out. Last nigga who was smoking on the phone on a hoodie now. I'm down back to back. I think they want a treaty now. We ain't making peace. My brothers died for this shit. I've been chasing rolls. I got time for a bitch. Play on one of mine. Gonna end up dying in this bitch. Try to jump my gate. You gonna end up dying on that lick. Every day I keep my pipe. Cause these streets ain't nothing nice. Since my shorty died, I've been feeling like this shit ain't right. OG always told me, son, watch these niggas, they ain't right. Don't make a threat, just shoot the pipe. Address the situation, make it right. We on that ass like right on right. We got some switches, phone them, dress them up like brand new mics. I pose, call the phone.
Da-da-da! Hey, y'all, man, we got 2 very special guests, man, coming on the show today. It's gonna be a Talk Your Shit interview. Man, make sure you guys drop a comment and let me know if you know these 2 funky cats, man. Drop a comment. Who y'all think they are?
Hello, this is Mr. B Smooth. I'm in Chicago, Illinois. Came over here to see Dr. B today. Show him my extra large bully, Prodigious Magneto. Born May 18, 2018. So we came over here to hang out with Dr. B for a little while. And so he can sing for the first time. We've been talking about getting him over here for the last few months now. So we finally made it today. It was nice and warm out, so we were able to get him out in a new environment. So as you see, he's relaxed. He's having a good time right now. Feels very comfortable here. As you can see, the vibe, that vibe is really smooth here always. Every time I come here, it's always smooth. So he senses the same thing. And you can tell that he's just really relaxed, like this is his place.
Oh, here we go right here with Mr. B. Alright, Mr. B, so you already introduced your boy Magneto. So how long have you been working with dogs in general?
Wow, I've been working with dogs, man, ever since I was a teenager. You know, we've had dogs. Our house has always been filled with dogs. At one time, 5 dogs in one house. So, you know, I've been working with dogs since grammar school, actually.
And this is a question that I always ask everybody too when they come on. What is your favorite breed of dog? Not even one that you never had. Like your best breed of dog that you would ever want, a dream dog. Which dog would that be?
It would always be, because I've always had it. It would be the extra large bullies. The extra large bullies are now they are now out. But before they weren't called extra large bullies. They were just a big pit or a small pit, medium pit. There was no micros, there were no minis, there were no pockets, there was nothing like that back then. So I've always had a range of dogs, but my favorite as far as obedience and tolerance, it would be the American Shepherd, proper name.
Yeah, I'm a down person too. I'm gonna say, so what all breeds have you raised up over the years?
Okay, I've raised St. Bernards, Afghans, Dobermans, Alaskan Malamutes, Norwegian Elkhound, and
remind me, I gotta ask you something about those.
Okay, and I've had a German Shepherd. Nothing of any special caliber or breed, but it was a German Shepherd. But the most of all, as far as outside range, it was St. Bernard's Afghan. I had a German Doberman, and that structure on that dog is built just like an extra large bully. And the Norwegian Elkhound looks almost similar to the Akita, but just on a smaller version. And I've had my little junkyard dog, which her name was Snow. She was my pit, but she could take a doorknob off if I told her. We go to the golf course and she'll hang from a tree. I've had accidents happen because they thought I was hanging a dog. You know? But she just would love to climb the tree and hang.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, remember those two names that I told you? Remember? What are those? I'm gonna pop a little picture up. It's gonna be somewhere down here in the video. Educate us on those two, because those two breeds that I never heard of, and I'd like to learn something about that.
Afghan, and as a matter of fact, my Afghan was called Hippie because it looks like a rock star. Their hair is very long and straight. They got a real whipped, curled tail. But their hair is very long and straight. It looks just like
a lion's mane or something,
but straight.
Straight.
Instead of it being woolly as like a fro, it would be just straight down. So it was just like if they had bangs and all the rest of their hair is straight all throughout their body. And when they walk, their hair just bounces like this. You know, that's the Afghan.
And like about how big would it?
They could get the size of a. I would say they can get as your largest Doberman. They're narrow like that as well, or an extra large poodle, but just with straight hair. But a narrow nose like a Doberman. That's exactly the description. They would have long floppy ears, but you wouldn't see their ears because it goes right into their hair, their fur, and it would be long as well. They don't have stand-up ears.
And how is they temperament?
Temperaments, they're children's pets because they're so cuddly. And like I said, it's just like an extra large poodle, but just with straight hair instead of curly, and a little narrow body as opposed to a kind of wide poodle. But they're built just like a Doberman, same muzzle, same everything. They just didn't have stand-up ears, and their tail would be whipped, curled, and it would be narrow, very, very narrow. And the other one was the Norwegian Elkhound. Norwegian Elkhound is just a smaller version of a Akita. Akita looks like a gigantic husky. That was the other one I had, was a Malamute. And now the Malamutes are the biggest of all huskies. You got the Siberian husky, you got the regular husky, you got the Samoy, which is the all-white looking husky. But the Malamute is huge. It's huge. I mean, it can get big like a Saint Bernard, but just looks exactly like a husky. Normally,
like fur.
Yeah, the husky,
color.
It'd be just the same color, gray and white. You normally don't get any other color. You could get a red and white. That's rare on a Malamute. It's not rare on a regular husky, but on a Malamute, that's kind of rare.
And what was they like size, like they weight size?
Oh, their weight can get up to easy 150 pounds easy. Because now they would be above those dogs that are used in sledding. They would be bigger than those.
But like a little smaller than wolves.
No, they would be bigger than wolves. They're huge. They're huge. Malamutes are the biggest of the husky breed. And normally they on their description as far as their patterns, they normally have arrows going up their nostrils, so it'd be up and out. Normally on a Malamute.
Like an avatar.
Yes, sir.
That's
Absolutely,
cool.
Absolutely.
And we should have a picture of that popping up right here.
Okay.
Mr. B gonna be he just educated us a little bit on those. So with the Saint Bernards, was there anything like Beethoven raising some of those?
Saint Bernards are fun. They're floppy, they're fun, and they are definitely children's pets. They will guard children like life. They consider those children like their babies, and you can lay on them, you can mess with their jaws, you can go in their mouth. They just love children. They are definitely a children dog, but you have to have space for them. They have to have space to exercise because they're such a huge dog and furry dog. So they have to have that space. They drool a lot because they're just big dogs, and you just have to be in cognizance of that. The fact that they're messy. They're not any dog that's a neat dog because of their size.
Yeah. All right. How long have you had him?
I've had him since birth. May the 18th, 2018, I went over to one of my guys' house, Jose. He brought his dad out and his dad's brother one day at a football game, and I saw them. It had to be at least 100 yards away before they came into the park, and I eyeballed them all the way to the football game that I actually was watching at Washington Park in Chicago. And as soon as he came up, they got bigger as he was coming. And when he finally got to me, I immediately exchanged information. I said, I want one of those. I want one of the pups. There was the daddy of him is called Big Pun. Big Pun, and his brother is Jax. Now, I did not get an immediate pick from the first 3 litters. I just wasn't ready, I guess. I don't know what the whole reason was for that. But I didn't. And he was trying to get a location, too, because he was in and out from his mom's different locations trying to get an establishment because he's known for his breeding. And he finally got settled. And I came over, he called me up and said, I got another breed coming. And when I saw the breed, I have it all on film. They were beautiful, all of them beautiful. But when I actually went to go see them, this guy right here sat in the middle of the pen, and he actually stared me down the whole entire time. Yeah, he stared me down the whole time. And then when I got up from the side of the litter box, the litter pen, that's when he moved, and it was almost like take me, He jumped up on there and started whining. So I touched all of them, and I put him back down. And then when I came back, because I still couldn't make my decision, we came back, and this guy did the same thing again when I came back weeks later. And I said, okay, this will be the one. So he's been with me ever since, man, and he's good. He's been good.
Do he have any kids?
None. Never been studied.
Would you stud him?
Absolutely.
If you was to stud him, how much would his stud fee would be?
Well, see, I don't know, Dr. D, because that's where you come in at, because I'm not familiar with that aspect of the breeding with dogs. I tried to breed dogs, but I've never paid for any studying. I just had dogs, and one of my dogs got out. Somebody actually took him, and that was Snow, and ended up having pups, and I got her back with pups. So I've never, as a matter of fact, let me take that back. I've had an American Bulldog. I bought her from someone else because she needed space, but the dog was just extremely aggressive as a female, and I bred her with a blue fawn pit that I had called G-Boy, and the pups came out like her size. They didn't really have size. They looked like American Bulldogs, which were tall and had that great lean kind of body. They didn't have any type of stockiness from my male. I did it at home, tried to get something out of it, and nothing came out of it. They all lived and all, but none of them came out like G-Boy. They all came out black and white, just like the mom. And I ended up selling with no problem. They didn't have any papers or anything like that, but this guy, I know that there's going to be he's going to have some good pups. Anybody goes, I can't remember that offhand. I'll probably give you that later. You can put it in the video, the actual genealogy that he comes from. But everybody that knows this, they know Jose and Big Pun. Everybody knows him.
And what registry is he registered under?
Dr. D,
like ABKC?
Yes, I believe so. The only reason why I don't know that because I've never been in an interview and I never had to produce it for anything, but I do have it. I did send out for the licenses and registration and the genealogy, so it shows the brackets of family members and all.
Yep. And how did you get him just so chill like this? This just natural?
This is just the way I am. I don't teach him aggressiveness. He's peaceful, he's calm, as you see. Like you showed, like you saw him earlier, just rolling around on your floor. He's never been in your house before ever.
Yeah,
but he felt very comfortable here, and then that's how he is. I mean, now I've heard him for the first time this year. Somebody was in my yard and broke all my bonsais. I don't know why, but they crashed all my pots, all my ceramic pots. And when I heard that bark from him, I didn't even know it was my dog because I've never heard him that aggressive. put me and my son outside to see what was going on. And sure enough, my yard was destroyed because, someone came and just damaged my phone's eyes. But he's cool, man. I mean, he's on point though. I mean, I can put him on point, and that's the only time that he will. Now, quite naturally, you see a possum or something like that in the yard, he'll chase it, but absolutely does nothing with it. Won't attack it, and he'll run after it, and he won't even run at it in an aggressive mode. He'll kind of jog to it with his little horse gallop.
Have you ever took him to a show?
No, I have not.
Will you put him in a show?
I could. I've just, like I said, I've never done anything but just had him at home, take him out every once in a while. I've never worked, so I don't know I don't know what type of drive he has, because when we go out, he's just one of them that don't want to move from my side. But I'm sure that he has it in him. It just needs to be pulled out.
Yeah. All right, y'all. There we have it, man, with Mr. B and Magneto.
10 in one shot.
All right, y'all. I'm going to teach Mr. B how to get Magneto to 10 and 1. Alright, I'm going to say, so the first thing you do first, pour them out, get them in your hand. You should have a syringe. And you should have 2 tubes. One should be powder. And one should be liquid.
No, this is powder. This is liquid. Okay, yeah, this is powder.
All right, so you're going to use the syringe. Take the syringe out of that. Yeah, you twist that, yeah. Well, you can really just twist the top. Yeah, twist that. Twist the top off. Now, leave the
needle on?
Yeah, leave the needle on.
Okay.
Okay, suck all the liquid out. That's the powder.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure. But you want to just get all air at the top.
Still got something. There you go.
Alright, now you put the top off. Yeah. Now, enter it into the powder. Shake it well. It should turn like pink.
Yep, that's what it's doing. You're right, Dr. D. It is. You got something right.
That's how you know it's good. Everything working.
Yes, sir.
Alright, now shove it all back into the needle. See, it's a couple of different ways people do it. Some people do it like right here.
Back.
Alright, y'all, man. Mr. B came with an early Christmas gift, man. Almost every time he come, man, he brings some new snacks, some new treats over here for the dogs on the kennel, man. So today, man, I let him come in the room with me, man, while I give these dogs some of the treats, man. Hey, Mr. B is, man, one of my big brothers who's on the inside of the Jump Street Kennels that you guys may never see. Man, he came over here to watch Cinnamon give her puppies, man. Let's give him a round of applause. Hey, go follow us up on TikTok right now, man. We just made that, man. Get in tune. Man, y'all already know what time it is, man. It's time to turn it on social medias, man. Go over to Snapchat and hit us up at MasterLord159, man. I'm talking about right now, man. Go follow us up on Facebook as well, man, to see some of the pictures and videos that we don't show you guys over here on YouTube every day. Make sure you guys follow us up on Instagram. Like, share some of our pictures and videos.